not. I have to say no, and I feel bad. I actually genuinely feel bad, and I know it's silly, but that's just me.
Let those polyurethane bags and toe tag you, send your ass down to the park.
Mm-hmm.
It would be good compost. Wouldn't that be good compost though?
I was me to not feel guilty for denying to come on stage, because I only go into spaces with people that I like, or people that have vastly different perspectives of me, because I find the mind so interesting. I love to see how absolutely warped people think, and I get a kick off of hearing what what created that, what was their environment, what is their upbringing, what lies do they tell to justify why they feel that way. It's actually quite fascinating. So anyways.
And with that, I want to welcome back JB, and your timing is impeccable because I have to get the heck out of here. It was a pleasure and a privilege helping run your room. Goodbye, everybody on stage. Goodbye, everybody in the audience. And a shameless plug, and I'll land it here. For those of you that have not been to my Saturday or Sunday morning rooms, you all are encouraged to come in, get your fresh five. Even if you totally disagree with me, just have a take and don't suck. Be careful on the clubhouse streets. Ciao.
Thanks, Steve. But I wanted to say, Roger, the reason I'll listen to them is because it saves me the hours of going through and having to research it through Twitter or online news sources. Because I could read CNN. I don't pay attention to a lot of any of the primary news sites, Fox, CNN, or them. I'll actually research and kind of look at what's trending and see and dive into it, and watch the U.S. government sites as well as some state government sites. But when I hear these guys, it's like it seems to be time like having to read or look through the twaddle that exists on like Clapper, Crapper, Twitter, Twatter, Extra, whatever the fuck app that there is out there. I don't really want to sit there and spend my days doing that, and I work while I'm on Clubhouse. Like I'm spending my time fucking right now working. I don't want to have to deal with that shit.
You're working while you're talking?
I hear what you're saying. I guess and I used to like hearing this stuff, but now what I've realized is that they're so diluted that their thoughts don't even make sense. Like if you listen to them describe where they thought the country was heading into last month before the election, they had this view, because they were so much in their echo chamber, that they thought that they were going to win. They really thought they were going to win. In fact, when I would predict, that Trump was going to win and win in a landslide, you have some of them that would hedge a little bit and go, well, only if the country is still as racist as it's always been. They say something stupid like that. But oftentimes they would just be like, oh, you're just wrong and you don't understand politics. And so when I called it nearly perfect, the only person that called it more exact than I did was Beaver. I'll give him his credit. He called he pinpointed 100% the electoral count. You got to give him his props. I've seen the pre-election post that he had where he called it out specifically. So you do got to give props where it belongs. So he's the only person that called it more perfectly than I did. But I was very vocal about, it was going to be a landslide for Trump. These guys, they don't touch grass. They don't understand this at all. They didn't understand the tide was turning. They didn't understand what was turning the tide. They didn't understand the people that were leaving their tribe. They just didn't understand any of it. They didn't get it because they don't talk to people in good faith. And I think that should be the rule moving forward. Is like, hey, look, if you're willing to discuss these things in good faith, welcome to the table. Let's have a conversation about it. But if what they feel is that they don't want to hear you, let them be in their echo chamber. Let them just go as far into the abyss as humanly possible. Now, the only exception I would make to that, and maybe this could be where you guys are going with this, is that if what they're planning and plotting is criminal, and you want to, eavesdrop on that, and to be able to be aware of that, that's fine. But as far as they're going to strategically come up with some idea that's going to take over the world, probably not. They're the dumbest of the dumb.
Well, I agree with you. Yeah.